never stand between me and the specials, boy. And it's something like a magic show to see the wonders that I can conjure with a camping stove, diced red cabbage and a metallic salad bowl. The appetizers, the classic sliced cantaloupe.
All right, we're recording, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first, and it's also kind of like a test episode of Hip Hop Dad Show, live from my backyard in Stockton, California. Beautiful Stockton, California. And our first guest today he's a dad. He's an MC, poet, because I feel like even though he's a pure MC, he also is in the poet realm because a lot of hip hop is poetry. We've been collaborative artists for many years. I'm on this beautiful vinyl of his. What else does he do? He's an educator. He's a chef. I've tasted some of his delicious treats, and he's like a nice guy. He's a solid dude. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Benny Diction. Oh, sorry, there's no studio audience, Benny.
Oh, never mind.
It's 6 feet away. It's all good. How you doing?
Beautiful out there, man. Like, is it? What temperature are we saying at the moment?
I don't know Celsius because we're American, and that's
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we don't do that Celsius stuff.
Everything just sounds way warmer with Fahrenheit.
It does. It's 70 here.
Okay, that sounds warm.
It's like low 20s.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all right.
Gorgeous, sunny. Yeah. What about over there? Was nice and rainy in London?
Do you know, it's not rained. It's been like a fresh spring, like English spring morning. You know, like
it's nice.
Crisp.
Well, you could drink tea outside, like on your little porch with a little cute little table.
Yeah, definitely. You could drink tea outside. Yeah.
All right.
And also, like, it's just been different here. I don't know what it's been like in Stockton, but like, there's been fewer cars on the road, and like, pollution in the sky. So like, it just feels different. It doesn't feel as intense as it usually does.
That's funny you say that because someone interviewed me about how I'm doing here, and she's like, "What are you listening to?" Like, she meant music, but the first thing I said was the birds. Like, I can hear them so good now.
Yeah, it's mad. Like, there's so many of them.
Yeah,
they're all like, yes, but we've arrived. This is us. We're here.
We get our trees back, and we get all. And
yeah, exactly.
They're not happy though. Like the seagulls aren't happy because the fat Americans aren't dropping the Burger King all over the floor anymore.
Ah, shit.
You know, like
because I think
they're the same in London.
Yeah, I think seagulls are like addicted to bad food. Like in America, it's probably Burger King. Over here, they're almost like eating their own kind. It's like discarded fried chicken that they munch on, like those dirty.
That's sick. That's cannibalism. Chicken shop.
Yeah, kind of. It's a bit like a wolf eating a dog or something like that. Yeah.
Or a coyote eating a hyena.
Yeah, bang.
That's cool. You know who else? Oslo and Norway has wild seagulls too. I was these two Norwegian guys who came out with the Big Macs and fries. And they forgot the napkins, so they put the tray on the table, went inside the napkins, and two seagulls came down.
Yeah. They're fucking ruthless.
The full Big Mac, and then the other one came down and grabbed the fistful of fries.
Yeah, the ruthless one. They're ruthless. Hey, by the way, I just used the F word. Is that allowed, or are we profanity free?
Oh, it's filthy. This is a filthy show.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Oh,
all right.
It's my show. I do what I want. I don't give a shit. See, look, I just cursed.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, and you know, if I wanted to, I could like edit it and put little bleeps on it, but I'm lazy. All right, I got some notes here, so we're gonna say.
Cool.
I want to know, when did you become a dad?
When did I become a dad?
Yeah, when was little man?
Yeah, it was 17th of December 2017. Yeah, 12/17.
Okay, so he's looking healthy. So he's almost 2.
He's over. He's 2 years, 2 years and 3 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not good at math. You guys do we do miles. You do kilometers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, we reverse. Everything's different. We reverse the date as well. So for you, 17th of December would be 12/17, right? For us, it's 17/12. Yeah.
How do you measure height?
I do feet and inches.
You do? I thought.
I do personally, yeah, but I think a lot of people do meters. Is it feet and inches in the States?
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, do European people understand Royce the 5'9's rap name?
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think, is it 5'9"? Isn't he called that? Because that's like the universal sort of average height for a man pretty much everywhere. It's like 5'9".
That might be the deeper meaning, and I always just assumed he was 5'9".
No, I presume it's his actual height. But I think I don't know. Is that the point he's making? He's like, oh, I'm just like Rice. I'm just Rice, you know?
Wait, did you say Rice?
No, it's just my accent. Rice.
Oh, Royce.
Right, yeah, it's just the accent, yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, calling yourself like average height Rice isn't that as good, is it? Kind of like.
he's from the UK, if you guys didn't know.
We talk funny over here, mate. Do you know what I mean?
That's why, like, yo, that the guy in the first episode sounds like a Guy Ritchie movie.
Guy Ritchie movie.
When did you discover hip hop as a youngin? Like the first thing you remember hearing, where you were like, "This is amazing. What is this? I need more of this."
It was, for me, I feel like, you know, it probably wasn't the same as somebody growing up in like a city where it has like a proper like cultural hub for hip hop. You know, I grew up in like small towns in the UK, so whatever bits of hip hop culture we were getting were kind of filtered through general like mainly American popular culture initially before I discovered anything British. And it'd be like little things like, I suppose, like corny things, even like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, that was hip hop through and through. I remember seeing beatboxing. You know that scene where he's like beatboxing and playing the drinking glasses at the same time.
At the dinner table,
Yeah, and I was like that. When I first saw that, I was like, that is so sick. Like that was amazing. And then I saw, I think the first hip hop single I ever bought was All About the Benjamins by Puff Daddy and the Locks. That's a big tune.
And that's when Biggie has the verse at the end when the beat changes.
Yeah, it's actually a fucking real good tune, man. Real proper banger. Yes. And then what else? I don't know if you're familiar. Are you familiar with like bands like The Prodigy over here?
Like Twisted Fire Starter.
Yeah. So like The Prodigy, the Chemical Brothers, and all that kind of like British dance music from the 90s was like heavily influenced by hip hop in the production style and the way it sampled.
It is definitely, because I used to freestyle over those beats a lot.
Yeah, and then it was through those sorts of bands where, you know, like Portishead even, and you go back and you listen to the way they actually put stuff together, and it's hip hop. It's just like a different interpretation of it. So I think my inroad was probably like British dance music, and then sort of working my way back, reading interviews with like
we're still going. Keep going.
Cool. Sorry, that kind of threw me a bit. Reading interviews with like people like Liam Howlett out of The Prodigy, and he was talking about his influences like the Beastie Boys and Cool Keith. And then just working my way back was got really into Rakim, Public Enemy, all that kind of stuff.
You mentioned Portishead, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Like full circle with sampling music. That young pop girl, Alessia Cara.
Okay.
Her first single was one of the Portishead classics, revamped.
Do you know, I'm not familiar with her. Do you know which Portishead song it is?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let me see if I can just type it in.
I'm not even familiar with her.
Yeah, she flipped it. She flipped it really good. Cara.
Okay.
Portishead.
And also, Schoolboy Q sampled Portishead tune as well, didn't he? There's a Schoolboy Q tune.
Probably a few people. Helter Skelter too. By the way, I was just showing you guys the album cover of Scran Cartel because I do have the vinyl.
Yeah.
But it's on Bandcamp. It's on streaming everywhere. You know. I like that Benny sent me the Bandcamp links because, you know, Bandcamp's doing a nice thing and giving them a lot of proceeds to the artists.
Sure. Big up Bandcamp.
Yeah. How has the Rona affected your profession? And I mean your job, but also your hip hop. Like,
yeah, I feel like the Rona, hey, Corona has kind of yeah, exactly. Honestly, like I've had that in my head for about 2 months. It's like, get out of my skull. But I don't know, like, yeah, everything's domestic. Where we live, it's on the outskirts of London, so you can just we can just get in the car and drive a little bit further out and go to some pretty secluded, like wooded areas and stuff. And
that's dope.
Which is kind of like
you need that
because little man he needs to get out and like run around. You know, he's like 2.
I get it. It's like, what's his name, by the way, if you don't mind the world?
His name's Asher.
Asher.
I've been like Asher Roth.
You want them to run around outside, but then it's also like, don't touch anything. Don't touch that.
Yeah, yeah, it is, but it would be, except you know, the kind of, it's more like when you see people, it's like you're enacting a kind of like zombie apocalypse scene without them looking like zombies. You see people like, let's change direction, or like let's like duck behind a bush. You know, it's very weird times.
It is.
Are you like leaving your house at all to do things, or are you just
hell yeah?
You are
just getting very creative with the walks we take, what we do on the walks. Where the parks are now getting closed in the States, like officially, like the park's closed. You can't go to the park because people were still going. And then they put, it's silly. In New York,
the parks are closing. Are they closing like the whole park? Because over here the parks are open, but like the playgrounds are closed. Like the playground parts of the park are closed.
I think the loophole is that green areas that have like paths and like hiking, you can still just kind of go and walk.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back into commercial voice. I wanted to let you know that Quarters is another project by Betty Diction. Can you tell us the other members of this super group, Betty?
Yeah, so it's myself and two buddies of mine, 2 other British rappers called D-Flux and Bet None. And yeah, we dropped that 3 years ago. There's still a handful on vinyl.
Okay.
And yeah, we're starting a second project this year.
Yo, I want a verse on that.
Okay. Yeah, dope. All right. Let's see if we can make that happen for sure.
All right. Cool. That was easy.
So I need to put it to the board first, obviously, but yeah. What was but you asked me how's it affects my creativity?
Yes, your hip hop, like going to shows, like it just took a break.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I take inspiration from like being in spaces and like, actually experiencing things and, interacting with people. So it's quite difficult. Oh, bless. Have you got a dog?
Yeah, Connie. You need that. You need the energy exchange.
I think so. I think it helps. What I am trying to do is reteach myself piano, which is quite cool.
Benny
so I'm I'm teaching myself like "The World Is Yours" by Nas, and "Feeling It" by Jay-Z, and like a few like hip hop staples and stuff.
Halftime.
Yeah.
That's a good piano beat.
Yeah. So what I'd quite like to do is just try a few different things. I did like my first ever live stream as like a poet yesterday. That was interesting. But I was thinking, for me, like it seems pretty instant. I wonder how feasible it would be to do like a live stream cipher.
That is
there a slight delay, or could you just go bang and it would be all right? Because it seems pretty instant to me.
I think is a delay. I think like this. I'm gonna post this later. So maybe. Actually, I have another. Next time, I gotta have my speaker on like some music. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I never thought about ciphering on this. There have been open mics already on Zoom where people take turns.
Yes, right.
I don't know about back and forth. Like,
you probably couldn't do a back and forth as such, could you? It probably would have to be a little bit of a pause.
Let's try.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm making a beat right now on my steps. Chilling here is Benny Diction. My name is ZEPS. I'm doing the beat and now he's gonna spit next, cause you know Benny's from UK. He's funky fresh.
Funky fresh, fresh to death. You call them trousers out here, we call them kecks. That's a lie. In fact, you call them pants. When I'm in the pub, I like to drink a waggle dance. That's a bit in case you didn't know. When I flip a flow, how's it sounding? Is it sounding decent, yo? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm quite sure. But, come through and give them what for.
I think you can hear the beat and you're rapping, but even though that's cool, I think it's kind of lagging just because I know that you rhyme on beats better than that. And even though your flow was dope, I think it was off by a little tiny gnat. That's a bug. That could have worked, but like,
it's just.
I know how you rhyme. I was like, the way he was coming back to me.
Yeah. That's
weird though, because you heard the beat.
Yeah. I could hear it, and it sounded in time here, but there's definitely not. It's not quite right, is it? Not quite.
Maybe because this is the test episode anyway, the first one. Yeah. Maybe we just go a cappella back and forth, because then that's cool.
Yeah, that's decent. Yeah. All right. Cool. Definitely I want to experiment more with the live streaming thing. Definitely.
That's the way people are tapping in,
You have to.
Okay, we got another little wacky Corona questions.
Okay.
If it gets really like post-apocalyptic crazy, this is a double question. Are you gonna start wearing like crazy like raider armor and like makeshift leather, like a tire on your shoulder and like a baseball helmet and shit, just to like, you know what I mean? And when that time comes, who you call in on the phone like, yo, bring your knives, bro, come over to the house, we gotta like that one buddy, that one friend that will help you survive.
What? So sorry, like I just got caught up in the imagery there. I actually missed the question.
Like the Mad Max fashion.
Just where you had me at the tire on my shoulder. So what was the question? Would I be that guy that's wearing the tire on my shoulder? And would I be the guy that you could call like to go to work with some machetes and like?
Who would you call? No, I wanted to know if you would have adopt that wardrobe or just be still in regular clothes, or you'd be like, I gotta make some armor out of junk. Like
I mean,
your chest plate is made out of.
If it gets really bad, then I mean, why not? To be honest with you, like that sounds fun,
right?
There's something to do with it, making armor out of junk, like we're housebound, we're in the garden a lot.
Yeah, you guys used to make chainmail, bro, back in the day, King Arthur.
So why not make,
with hubcaps?
Why not use hubcaps as knee pads or, shields?
And then who would you call that like knows how to like hunt or someone who knows how to camp well or build a shelter? Yeah. Like one of those people that if you have to go on the run.
Like, I'm trying to think who I know that's skinned an animal before. No, real talk though, because I've got friends that don't eat a lot of meat, but they feel like if I'm going to eat meat, then I should know how to skin an animal, and I'm like, that kind of makes sense, and I've never done it because we just buy shit from the shop. But,
bro, even a vegan that's super good at planting seeds and harvesting, a guy like that is valuable.
Standard, yeah. So I probably call mate James. Like he's pretty handy. He helped us build like a shed at the end of our garden. And he's like a proper sick horticulturalist. And I'm trying to think.
Big words. What is that?
Just a guy like really good in gardening, basically. Horticulture is just like
Handy James.
He knows his plants. He knows plants you can eat, plants you can't.
He's a botanist. He's a botanist.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, botanist. Yeah. So
what do we got here? Millennium Jazz.
Do you know what? That was a real good segue because oak dreams, plants, botanists. Yeah.
Shrubbery. Australia. You know what I'm saying? International connections.
Wordage.
Oh, Mr. Frights is on this album.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so yeah, my man Benny has quite the little catalog. You gotta go on the internet and check it out. So, Benny, when did this album with Able 8 come out, and when was it released?
It came out last April on the old digital, and then it was on vinyl by the autumn, the fall. And yeah, but it was recorded like years ago. It just took ages to come out. One of them ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When was when was the last thing you put out, like kind of release wise? Have you got anything in the pipeline?
Yeah, December. I realized I had a bunch of singles up on Spotify and shit.
Oh, so what? You've got like a collection of singles out?
Yeah, what happened was I used TuneCore. The recurring fees every year was getting a little wacky for me. Like, it just didn't make sense when you had other options like DistroKid.
Okay.
So I canceled it.
Yeah.
So I switch, and in the fine print, they're like, "Hey, sorry, dude, we need to. When your subscription expires, we're taking it all down."
Oh.
Disappeared from Spotify.
Wow.
So I had a buddy, my buddy Darren, who mixed a bunch of my music. A lot of those singles he mixed.
Yeah.
So he sent me a list of everything we recorded.
Okay.
I wanted to have one mix and one sound.
Dope.
So I picked 10 of those songs that like got wiped from Spotify.
Okay.
Plus like 3 new ones.
So it's a bit like a sort of a
hidden gems.
Compilation of hidden gems. Yeah, yeah. Dope.
And a couple of new rubies and pearls, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, wicked. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I didn't even clock that came out, man. But yeah, send me that, please.
Word up. How do I do that? Let's see. Bookmark screen.
The reason why I asked is because I wasn't sure if you dropped anything recently or whether you were sitting on anything. Because sometimes it takes a long time for things to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's have a look.
Nope. I'm just learning how to use this, guys. Screen.
Doing real well, Zeps. Don't worry, man. You're doing real well.
You know what it is? The button's in the way of the Z. I kept pressing.
Yeah.
Zeps.
There he is. There he is.
Let's see. Yeah, look, see Dad's the gram.
That's the gram. Yep.
I want to show you the album cover. It's a villain from Ninja Turtles.
Okay, dope.
That's a bug man.
The agonist thing that I was on, yeah?
No, that's getting taken down. I want to re-upload it next month.
No, but what I'm saying is it's the same artist, right? Is it?
Same artist, yeah. Rhymosaurus guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of Rhymosaurus, bro, you're gonna be on the next one.
Yes, yeah, I am. Yeah. Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what's the last thing we collaborated on? And I remember we did, we collaborated on a children's book, which is kind of dad hip hop, isn't it? Really.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna definitely work on that now that people are home just listening to audio and stuff. So I'm gonna get that out soon. So guys, Diction. Actually, I'm announcing to the world now. Diction is helping narrate the pterodactyl audiobook for Rhymosaurus, and he's also on the hook on the actual audio track with Dominils and myself.
Yeah.
There you go. We just had a worldwide exclusive for everyone watching.
Right, so to give people an idea of like how long we've been doing bits. Did you remember that St. Helens to St. Lucia tune we did, like maybe your second visit to the UK? Do you remember that? That's
at least 10 years ago.
That's pretty much exactly 10 years ago. That was 2010.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah. Crazy, right? Like a decade ago. But there you go.
Free coloring, guys. If you want to check out Rhymosaurus, we'll send you.
Nice.
If you got a printer at home, we'll send you a little free coloring page.
That's cool.
Bars. These are the kids that write raps and they draw little doodles and stuff.
Okay, dope.
Yeah. So when this goes up, Benny, you're gonna be I'm gonna get you repping Rhymosaurus in London.
Wicked, man. Yeah, I'm fully over it.
Yes,
all over it, even. Like the wife and I, my wife Jo, we were saying to each other that Probably not for a bit, but we'll have to come out and see you in Stockton, man. Like, if you're still there in a few years, like, we need to come and see you.
Man, imagine people are like, yo, remember airplanes when we used to fly places? That shit was crazy.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, I say that. There was a lot of optimism in my voice there, you know. That's not if, you know, it might just be cockroaches in a few years, who knows? But hopefully not.
They survive, bro.
Exactly.
Optimistic. Drop the sickness. When I hit you with something that's like Cyclops with this shit. You know who that is? Scott Summers from the X-Men. This is Benny Diction. He's one of my best friends. I can't wait to meet his son Asher. Does he even know that his dad is a rapper?
Yeah, he does this. He does this thing. He goes. He pretends to hold a mic and he goes loo 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 loo.
Fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got.
Any last thought before we go change diapers, dad style?
Yeah, I mean, it's midday there, right, or 1 p.m., right?
Mm-hmm. 1:20.
Yeah, it's like 9:20 in the evening here. So, no, man, is that it? Is that all the questions?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. No, it was real. That was real cool.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to keep it a little short and sweet so that people, you know, they want more. They go,
exactly.
I like that Benny guy. I'm gonna check out his albums.
Yeah, exactly. Not. I'm sick of that Benny guy. He didn't stop talking. No, that's cool. No, not really, man. Just thank you for inviting me. Am I the first interviewee?
First guy.
Honoured. I'm honoured, man. Thank you. And yeah, just keep the hip hop dad thing like alive and well in Stockton. It sounds like you are the embodiment of that shit. So, you know.
Word up. I hit up Lean too. So when I come back for some more London reps, I'm gonna hit up Lean and get his take.
Oh, that sounds wicked. Yeah, man.
Bro, good to see you.
Eddie, good chatting to you, man. And yeah, keep in touch, please. Let's build. Let's build in future.
Word up, yo.
Some love to your family, and yeah, speak soon.
And if you're a futuristic society that found this footage somehow and you're seeing this, I don't know. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, sorry. That's it. Peace.
Yeah. Hip hop.
Yo. When I'm in LA, Uncle Paulie's, that's the delicatessen. You need to blaze more or you fellas are stressing. The microphone, that is my elegant weapon. Bro, you rap? Damn, that's one hell of a question. My brain is a room, then the elephant stepped in. Amazing with tunes, my intelligence flexing. I say what I choose with every element.